I'm gonna have to fix out my light. My light is not great, especially here. I don't have my actual light for the streams, so I don't have it anymore. So I'm gonna have to fix up my light, fix up my camera where it's going to stand in a few days. For the rest of the time, you'll be just seeing a random room for the rest of the days. There we go. That's if it stands, it keeps moving. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. It's 9 minutes past 7, so don't start crying. It's not like I was late that late. I was looking after the kid there, trying to cook for them so that they can eat. What was I supposed to say? Reports Nico Gonzalez requesting to leave this city this summer.
Where? Show your source, buddy.
Where are those reports? Let's see the reports. Then
put the link in the chat.
Unless it's Fab, we're not going to really go with that unless it's Fab. Since breaking, Burnley are set to sign Kyle Walker for Man City in a deal worth $5 million with the player.
That is a real David Ornstein tweet too.
Yeah, so that at least that's a tweet. At least that's a real tweet. But some of the tweets you guys are talking about here are all just
existence. No.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. So okay, none of that. We're not gonna look into that. Anyway, we couldn't stream yesterday. It's just like after the Jota stuff, I think it touched a lot of people. Some people it didn't touch them. Like it's up to them. Some people are like, oh, some people it's business as usual. It's everybody, man. Some people want to some people have to hustle on YouTube, so they need that money regardless every day, which it is what it is. Same way as you guys were at work. So don't blame people who are streaming because it's the same as you guys going to work. So others decided not to stream. It's fine. Everybody picks what it is. It was obviously a very sad day for football and a very sad day for everyone because it was a shocking thing. There was a few people trying to say, oh, but people are dying in Gaza. People are dying elsewhere. Let me tell you what the difference is and why life sometimes things are like that. You can't blame people. Sometimes the same as me. When other people's parents were sick, I was just like, oh, I feel bad for you, but I didn't have that. But when your own auntie starts dying or you find out that your own auntie has a disease, like maybe it's famous, it actually hits home when it's close. I don't know if that makes sense. It hits home when it's somebody you really know. It is what it is. It's life. People watch Jota every day. We're watching in the Prem. They know about him, so they were shocked. It's just when somebody like that dies, there is a shock. It is the world. Just accept it. Stop trying to. I think it's just silly to start trying to throw in Gaza, Palestine, or Israel in this. Like it was very unnecessary for people who were doing that. I was like, I don't get why you're doing that. Like there's moments for you to speak. Those are not moments to speak. But it is what it is anyway. But it was very sad. It's a very, very, very sad day. So we decided to do the stream today. So the stream today is called, it's episode 15. And I'm pretty sure Kelsa is happy because it's episode 15. She's been bugging me for episode 15. She didn't even know it was episode 15, by the way. So I don't even know why.
I thought it was episode 16. I got ahead of myself. Yeah.
That's a lie. That's an error though, because you are the one saying, let's do the next one. And then you didn't even know it was 15. That just shows dedication. What was I about to say?
You wanted to cancel it.
No, I didn't want to cancel the whole thing. I was joking. I've been talking about. Exactly. I've been telling you that I'm going to cancel this thing for so long. I've just been joking around with you for months and months, saying we're going to cancel this. What was I about to say? Don't forget to subscribe. We're actually getting to the 4,500. We're on 4,428, I think so, something like that. So 4,500. They do the drunk stream. This is the drunk stream that these guys are waiting for. You can also see the thirst in Kels' face as she's waiting for this drunk stream. That's our aim. I bet you after the drunk stream she'll disappear because that's been our aim. That's the goal she reaches. That's the ultimate goal she reaches. But today, 50 Shades of Glazing or Glaze today. So we're going to be glazing a lot. We're going to be very positive. I told my co-host we're going to be very positive today. Talking about positivity.
Yeah, we took some pot shots. We had somebody call us negative, so I hope that person is watching. We're gonna show you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying that. I don't really mind, to be honest. Like, if sometimes speaking the truth is negative, it's just gas. What I was about to say, I wanted to ask you a question though, since you're here. Remember, none of us were there when the Colin Bells and them guys were playing. So we just hear those from the history merchants. Now I'm asking for yourself, when you sit down, since you started watching Man City, who do you think is your best midfielder? Because I heard a conversation somewhere on the radio and it just intrigued me. Who do you think is the best midfielder to you? Don't just go with the hype of everybody. Explain to me why that's the best midfielder. Because I'll give you a name and you'll be surprised. Because I have a name that nobody ever mentions, but I think they never mention him because of certain issues. But overall, I think in his most powerful time, none of them could touch him. So you go ahead. Which one is your best Man City midfielder?
I always struggle with this question because the one who got me like absolutely hooked on this club was David Silva, because that guy was just such a magician in the small spaces. Like the stuff he could just create out of nothing was just so insane. And then along comes this little ginger man from Belgium named Kevin De Bruyne, and I can't between the two of them. I think I'm going to struggle with this my entire life because it's been a privilege to watch both of them. And just actually to see them together on the same pitch too was unreal. Like some of these passes that De Bruyne has done over the years, it's incredible. Like it's pure insanity. So it's always going to be a struggle for me between David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne.
For me, right?
I'm sorry.
for me, I'm gonna go with Yaya. I think Yaya was incredible. I think the only reason why we all just downplay Yaya is because of the fact that Yaya had an agent who was talking too much. And then we also downplay Yaya just because Yaya was crying over a cake. But if you look at Yaya's best, oh my God, that 13-14
season is the best season I've ever seen from a midfielder.
That was scary, wasn't it? That Yaya thought it was scary. That was like scary at all. I used to watch games and say, why are people not just tackling this guy? And then I heard Jack Grealish say, you tried. You tried bringing him down. You tried like taking his legs out. You tried giving him a bit of a bump to get off the ball, but you couldn't get Yaya. I think Yaya at his best was incredible. And I think if Yaya did not start becoming lazy early, obviously because he thought he was undroppable, I think Yaya could have easily just dominated so much. And it's also somebody on that show did mention Yaya as a shout out, but I don't know. Yaya was just it. Yaya was just everything, box to box. He can play DM. He can play attacking mid. He can shoot from outside. He can get into the box, finish chances. It's just, I was just impressed. I don't know. I'm still impressed today.
I love Yaya. Yeah, you can't forget that goal against United. Like that set everything up. And then the next season, the Premier League came, and that was such a monumental goal. And at the time, we didn't realize it.
Imagine if you had a Yaya Toure right now in this team. A fresh young Yaya. I think we do well. We do well. And that's what I'm saying. Like for me, obviously, I'm just putting Yaya there, but I still give it to KDB because of longevity. I think KDB. Another one I think we should talk in the modern era, the era we've looked at right now. I think Gundogan should be put there because what Gundogan did multiple times for City, I don't think anyone has done it to that level. You get it. Look, KDB did things, but he did them sometimes to just save us in games. Gundo did things when the game is like the stakes are too high, isn't it? The stakes are too high. Gundo used to come out clutch in the game where we need the points. We need the points here. We're screwed if we don't win today. And then he comes up with, I don't know, he turns into that Zidane, as the KDB say, he used to turn into Zidane. Like even the Everton last season. I know people were saying he's done and finished, but look at Gundo from nowhere. You're like, why? How are you doing that at 34 years old? Like, how are you doing? It's as if it just wakes him up, wakes something up. And when KDB got injured, I remember people saying we're going to lose the league. And then Gundo became one of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my life. I know KDB can do things, but Gundo just took it to the next level. You're like, what the hell? Do you remember what he did to? Does anybody ever remember Sanchez? Sanchez was one of the best defenders in the Prem. That time, people were regarding Sanchez from Tottenham as one of the best defenders. Do you know where Sanchez is now, Kelston? None of us do. Gundogan single-handedly destroyed Sanchez's career with that sit-down he gave him. That was. Do you remember that sit-down where Edison pinged the ball and Gundo dropped it down and then sat down Sanchez and easily? I'm telling you,
Oh, yeah.
Gundogan was dangerous. I think dangerous. No, I can't. Gundogan was dangerous, man. And there's a comment here. Gundogan sat down Sanchez and sitting back. That was it.
Did you sit him down like Turkey did to that guy the other day?
I know. Do you know what this is? These football players are evil. Sometimes, they can destroy somebody's career. Like, remember, Sanchez sits down and say that guy destroyed my career. Because that was it. Ever since then, nobody took Sanchez seriously. Ever since then, it went all downhill. I don't even know where he is. Somebody tell me in the comments, where is Sanchez? Where is Sanchez? Yeah. 2020, or probably in Colombia, but back in Colombia. You never know.
Yeah, title run in Gundo. We cannot ever forget that. Every year, he's just always stepped up. Maybe not so much last year, but his form did improve last season a little bit, but towards the end.
Do you remember treble? Gundogan? Where
that midfield was just purring during the trouble. Like, that's some of the best football, like, I think we'll ever see.
Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, they were incredible.
And you know who is anchoring that? The one who is anchoring that midfield, we haven't even mentioned yet. I know he has kind of his longevity is not quite there, but we're going to start having to put Rodri in this conversation very soon.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
He was unplayable for 2 straight years, and that accumulated in the first ever Ballon d'Or for this club.
So, wait, can I ask you something? Obviously, look, at the end of the day, people always say, oh, longevity has to be put in there. But you can still judge somebody even before their career is going towards the end. So, based on the fact that Rodri, how he's performed, where he's considered as the best DM in the world, and he wins the Ballon d'Or, that means the best player in the world, you still put him there, don't you? So, if we made a top 5 best Man City midfielders, we know, by the way, I don't know the rest. If you start telling me, oh, Patrick, 1970, there was so and so, I'm sorry. And
we can't forget Fernandinho.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My bad. I wouldn't know that, but I'm saying now.
It gets so hard. Like, we've been spoiled.
We have.
Midfield in the past, like even before Pep, like some of these midfields we had were just crazy good. Like, and Fernandinho and David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne before Pep even showed up.
Gareth Bale was not bad. He was a utility man. Gareth Bale, I remember, he wasn't that bad.
Gareth Bale, yeah, he was pretty.
But you can't put him.
Underrated, man. Just underrated.
Yeah, but you can't put him in the categories too.
No. I wouldn't put him in the category. I'm just saying, very underrated. Like, he got the job done in that Premier League team. The first one that won.
That is true. Like the top 5.
The Burnley life, Darsh. Can you tell us?
What?
I'm American. I don't know the Burnley life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people are giving us names that some of us don't know. Say Walker is going big up to that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Austin News and Walker kind of surprising in terms of the fee. If it's true, that's up to 10 million. That's really good. But Vienna, since Milan wouldn't pay 5 million is okay. I'm sorry.
That would be Hugo Viana masterclass. I'm just gonna put it out there now. If he can get a fee at all for Kyle Walker, that would be a masterclass in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we got some glazing to do. We're still
we just glazed our catalog of midfield. I'm pretty sure now we will be considered positive. Big up Patrick and Kels chat. Pat, it's done. Wait, is that Dan?
Dan?
I know who Dan is. It's fine. I know Dan. Big up to you, Dan, man. Wait, Dan, how many accounts do you have? Wait, Dan, how many accounts do you have? How many accounts do you have, Dan? Says, well done for reaching episode 15, you too. Thank you very much. And Gary, you've been here the whole time.
Thank you, Jerry.
Kelster, I think this jersey is one of the best recently. I think so.
It grew on me a lot. Now that I've seen it on the players, I'm definitely going to buy it.
It is.
Screaming Erling Haaland on the back for me.
Yeah, where is it? The badge is very good too. Very good badge. I like the design. It's a bit classic. It's not very colorful. The other one was very colorful, very dark blue. You know what I mean? Like very deeper. This is lighter. It's very easy. Like if you touch it, it's nice. Even the white one, that made it a very similar. But you know what? Let me say this, Kelster. The black one that would be all glazing. I don't really like the feeling of it. It's very like, I don't know how can you call the material? It's thin material. It's very sticky when you sweat. If you sweat, not that I've sweated, but I'm saying if you sweat, it will actually be very sticky. It's very like paper material. Very, I don't know. Anyway, I saw it. Somebody was saying the same thing. Says 50 say it's a boy. Shut up, Dan. Believe it, baby. So, but Pep is gonna convince Walker to stay because he joined up the team in the USA. I think that was just goodbye. Yeah, my backside when I meet him for the past yet. Yeah, guys. Dash. You've been telling me not to slander Walker after you and Martin went and got a signed Walker shirt. You said, Patrick, no more Walker slander, and yet you are here slandering Walker.
They got dark.
Dash, say, Lee, no, it's 5 million up to 10 million saved in wages. Yeah, that is true. It will be episode 75, and Pat is saying he will cancel it. That is true. Kelster knows that. It says it will be episode 5, and Pat will still be saying he'll cancel it. Did you read that?
Yeah, I did.
You know what, though?
You're just gonna keep clowning on that, aren't you?
Yeah, you know what?
20 canceled, 21 canceled.
You know what? At least today I do not say Kelster is busy, so the show will not go on because that's my other one.
That one time saying I was busy, yeah. I'm like, I'm not busy.
Yeah, that annoys the hell out of her when you just say he's busy. She wakes up because I do that purposely. I always make sure I do that before she just wakes up. I check the time, then obviously when she wakes up, all she sees is you're busy. Let's keep going. It says, anyway, gotta go back in 30 minutes. See if Pat Fraud sends me the link. I know you couldn't resist, Martin. I'll send you the link when you come back in 30 minutes. What time was this? This was 14 minutes.
Send it to him now. He'll probably show up early.
Yeah, we'll count send it to him. Say, but the truth has to be the truth. Massive difference between truth and people's opinion. Yeah, the truth is the truth. I don't want to go negative today, but the truth is the truth. If you say that Pep favors Gundogan, Akanji, and Bernardo, that's the truth. It's just that certain people want to accept that. Pep has got favorites in Akanji, Gundogan, and Silva, and he will find a way to shoehorn them in the team. And surprise, surprise, against El Real, instead of playing a DM on Reinders, and even Doku said it in the media. Oh, playing when Juventus had played with freedom because Reinders was at the left with me. We can speak Dutch. Me, Reinders, and Nori were communicating very well. It worked because Reinders was sweeping up for these two guys. He was the connection. So you take Reinders out of that, tell him to become a DM that he's not good at, and then you shoehorn Gundogan, who's slow. Guess what? El Hilal continued attacking the left side.
The side with Nori and Gundo. Both too slow.
Nunes had the easiest game.
Either.
Yeah, so Nunes was not attacked.
Right, we have to stop, Pat. We have to stop. This is ruining our Glaze.
Have to. So Pep is running out of energy. You've seen it before. I know you've seen it with Klopp. Says Sam Kels, mine too is Silva, Colin Bell, endless energy, legend. I heard about that.
That's awesome. We got somebody who actually got to see Colin Bell play in the chat. Wow, lucky you.
Yeah. Bella say KDB easily. Forget toxic positivity, toxic negativity. Just be honest with your views and look at the situation in front of you. However, do it with respectable manner. All of us deserve to be treated.
Have we ever gotten any? Have we ever been mean to people for their opinions? I don't think we have. Like, we've never been like, you're stupid, your opinion sucks.
The only person who's been mean on this show, her name is Kelster. She's fat-shamed people on watch-alongs. She's fat-shamed people on watch-alongs. That's the only mean stuff I've ever heard. The majority of people on this channel, they'll bully each other, but majority of them are friends. They will talk to each other later on. Again,
all I said is they looked like they were American.
Oh, they're talking to Ben Stand. He's throwing. By the way, Ben Stand is a Liverpool fan. He's done. He's just throwing. But anyway, so Gyokster, how have you seen Foden in this tournament? He looks fitter. He looks happier. He's got a better haircut, by the way. Whoever gave him the new haircut, big up. We were tired of that Hitler type hairstyle he had, from the Nazi time. With the, whatever that style. I don't know who. His style is as if somebody took a cup and put it in his head and cut him.
Yeah, the ball cut.
Nah, that was poor. Somebody, I think, told him to wave it a bit, so he's waved the hair. So, what do you think of Foden? I think we will see Foden's best.
Yeah, I was very impressed with him in the tournament. Like, he just looked like old Foden, I'm really hoping he just put everything behind him from last season and just can move on. Like he scored a bunch of goals. I love this emerging like chemistry that he's forming with Turkey, even though they've barely had like any time together. They seem to like have this connection, and you can see it on the pitch. Like they both just subbed on fresh into like the Al Hilal game, and like 5 seconds later, boom, goal. Just an insane pass from Turkey, by the way. Like that reminded me of KDB. So that's very exciting that he could be like KDB. I mean, I'm not going to expect that from him, but if he's showing like glimpses of that, that's going to be very fun for us to watch at least.
Yeah, you're talking about the Turkey pass.
Yeah, that Turkey pass to Foden in traffic, and then Foden sticking it in the net. Like that's a partnership I want to see. I want to see.
Did you see the pass he did for France from the side? It was also in traffic.
Oh yeah.
That's what he's there. That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
That's what he's there for. But anyway, let's not become negative. But that's what he's there for.
Yeah. I think he's going to play a lot this season too. I think it's very clear that he's going to be like, it's going to be clear he's the best option, and that if he's not playing, like it's going to, there's going to be problems if he's not playing.
He is the best KDB.
I think he's going to help Haaland a lot too. I think he's going to be able to find him. And what have we been crying out for? Like people who can find Erling Haaland, because that just didn't happen at all last season. And to be honest, I don't think it happened a lot in the games he played in. I do realize he missed a couple of chances too, but like, I don't know. I think he's our focal point, and I don't know why sometimes he's not. But yeah, I'm very excited for Foden, very excited for Turkey. I'm excited for Tijani Reinders too. I think he had a great tournament. I mean, that last game was a little rough because he's just flat out not a 6. But him as an 8, I think is going to really transform this team. It's everything we were missing last season. It's height, it's physicality, it's pace. Maybe not like lightning speed pace, but we had dinosaurs last season. So
yeah,
he looks a lot faster compared to them. And I can't wait to actually see him crash the box, because so far he kind of hasn't.
That is true. He's going to have to be played where he belongs. I think you play him where he belongs, the team is stronger, and it's just going to look good. For me, I think whether people like it or not, I have moved on now. Because why have I moved on? Because KDB is gone, and there's no hope of saving him to come back to City. So from now on, I'll be saying Cherky is KDB replacement. People will be like, "Oh, never be another KDB." I get it, but I'll be just saying Cherky is our KDB now. Sorry, I think if I look at the whole team, somebody who's capable of a very amazing pass is Cherky. So it is Cherky, unless Echeverry comes back and shows us that he's also cold. But Echeverry, I feel bad for him. That's another one. That's another one who I talk about 2 players. I felt sorry for 2 players. The first one is Echeverry, because he did that amazing free kick. Yes, he was getting bullied in that game, but he did very well based on this tournament. And then you look at what's his name? Oscar Bob. These are 2 players who are good in tight spaces. So you know why I feel sorry for them? Because I feel like to the day-to-day, I know that we were saying this before. I still feel like Echeverry will play as a winger one day at City. I think he will one day see in the wings. And I think in the wings, he would be good. He's in good tight spaces. Him and actually Oscar Bob, believe it or not, would actually be another good combination as wingers, because they are more creative, and I think they're more clinical, and they are more better in tight spaces. I just want to see that for the sake of the culture. What do you think? Just for the sake of life.
That'd be fantastic. And it's hard for me to say I feel sorry for Echeverry, because like he got his chance. I think he took it very well despite being bullied, and it's just really unfortunate he got injured. But I think if he hadn't been injured, I think he would have played another. I think he might have played in the Juventus game, or maybe the Al Hilal game. Like I could have seen him being a sub too. Because I kind of wonder if Pep was intentionally holding back in that tournament to not like intentionally playing these like weird combinations, so that when opposition managers are, doing their homework this summer, they're going to use that as their blueprint. And like Pep's going to be like, psych, I'm not playing any of this crap. We're going to we're going Rodri, Reinders, Turkey, Foden, Marmoush, and Haaland, and we're just going to go. And nobody's ever seen it before, so you can't prep for it, blah, blah, blah. And we'll just show up to Wolves and just be like, boom, here we are. I could kind of see that, because we had this in our last stream when we were having the Moan stream about we were talking to Spartacus, and I asked him if he thought that this was kind of like maybe the B squad lineup, and he was like, yeah, this could potentially be our backup lineup. So maybe it was intentional from Pep to just not show his cards, keep his hand close to his chest. So
Maybe,
I'll
but
give him the benefit of the doubt.
nah, maybe. But you know what? For me, I don't know. I think because he can play wing. I think would be a very dangerous winger. If you put him as a choice, just for me. But
I'd love to see it. Yeah, why not? But I'm just a little sad for Echeverry. I think he's going to be sent on loan. I just don't think we have the space in the midfield. But maybe some space will be vacated in the midfield this window. We still have a long way in the window, so let's not lose hope yet.
yeah, I highly doubt it now that he's injured. He'll be going on loan. Maybe, I don't know. I think he's capable of playing in this team. I think the only one who has been my heart broken is obviously Oscar Bob, because I wanted to see more of Oscar Bob. But maybe sometimes when you get injured and you come back, you do go down the pecking order. So the pecking order has to change. It's part of life. Let's be honest. Maybe I'm just being sentimental, but the pecking order does change, So
I don't know. Pep loves him, so part of me is like, "Come on, Pep. He's one of your favorites. Come on, play him."
If he loves him, why didn't he play him? That's gas. Wait, does he love him so much? He wants to keep. Look. If somebody can say, "Oh, he loves him so much, he didn't want him to get injured again." Well, Pep loves Rodri, but he threw Rodri over unnecessarily, and look at what happened. You get my point? So I don't know. It's just double-edged sword. Conway, how you doing, man? Conway.
Yes, Patrick, I'm good, man. Hope you're well. I hope Kels is well. Big up to the chat. Yeah, no, I'm just joining this stream because literally a couple minutes ago I saw the Walker news, and yeah, man, it's good to hear, man. It's good to hear that
talking about the Walker news week, we can actually transfer to that. So, what do you think? At the end of the day, look, I think he was coming to say goodbye in USA. He wasn't coming to negotiate with anybody. Maybe he came and said sorry to Pep for what I did during mid-season, or maybe for the squad. But I'm pretty sure we knew all the doors we were showing, the exit doors.
Yeah. I think, he probably went to America just to wish his goodbyes. This is probably something that's been in the works for a minute. Obviously, Ornstein dropping the news. It's quite surprising because none of us thought he'd be going to Burnley.
Everton.
But it makes sense. Yeah, but it does make sense because his residence is up north. If you look at Burnley, it's like a 20-30 minute drive from Manchester anyway. So he'd still be residing in the same place that he was living in whilst he was at City. So it's still an area that it's not too far from his home. So it makes sense from a family point of view to be close to his family and whatnot. Yeah, it's a good move for him. Obviously, 35 years of age. You wouldn't expect a substantial amount of money for him. 5 mil, we'll take that.
I would send him on it free, to be honest.
But we're still getting money, which is the most important thing. But the most important thing as well for me is the fact that we're saving the 10 million that we would have had to pay them had there not been a club that was willing to come and buy him off us. And this is what I was saying on Martin's Space a couple of days ago, where people were saying we should just give Walker the 10 mil and let him go to another club, just pay him off of his contract.
Wait. People wanted to pay him. There was always going to be a club after him.
Yeah. But people were literally saying that we should give him the 10 mil, pay him off his contract, and then let him go find a club elsewhere after we've paid him off his contract, because he still has 1 year left. His contract would have expired next summer, and people were saying, let's just pay his 10 mil off. And I said we should not be starting a trend where players have 1 year left on their contracts, and in order for them to go to another club elsewhere, we should just pay them off. No, we should be the club where we're demanding these players to either, one, sign a contract extension. Obviously, we can't say that to Walker because he's 35. Or two, make sure that you can get a club that will be able to pay us a fee in order for us to transfer you to that club. And I thank Walker, the fact that he did do that, and he didn't just be, stubborn and say, yo, give me my 10 mil, and then, if you don't want me to be playing at this club anymore, just give me my money and I can go elsewhere. But there was an agreement done, and now we're getting money from Burnley, and we save our 10 mil and not pay to Walker. So we can't be starting that trend, and I'm thankful the club that they didn't do that.
Yeah, they make me laugh.
Let's make sure this happens first before we get too excited.
No, he's going. Austin reporting. Trust me, David doesn't miss, especially with these English clubs. Yeah, no, this one he's going. Walker, all the best. Thank you for the sign kit. You will be missed, Mr. Walker.
It's funny how badly we miss him now. We miss that pace at the back.
Yeah, but his pace was gone, so there's really nothing.
Patrick, I think this is the perfect time for you to be wearing your signed Walker jersey, man.
I think
disrespect this beautiful blue shirt that he has on though.
Or have you got it framed? Have you got it framed somewhere?
Yeah, I have it framed with me. No, I'm joking. It's not framed. You don't wear a signed shirt.
He's like, oh no, I don't have.
No. You don't wear signed shirts. I don't think you wear them. You keep them, don't you?
Yeah, you got to frame it. You got to frame it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do. Like you guys might be saying that's you find Kyle Walker signed shirts will be treasure at a point in time. You never know. You never know.
You're getting booed in the chat.
What am I booed about? What is he booing me for? What did I do?
You just got booed.
What is Martin booing me for? What I was about to say. What about yourself, Jervis? Are you excited that we're getting at least 5 million? I don't know why people are complaining. Some of you guys really think you get more than 5 million? Just be happy. It's 5 million. He's 35 years old.
I mean, on this age, you got like 10 million, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's all right for me to fair. Like 35 years old, isn't it? Huh? On Walker.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, 35.
And then I mean, wish him all his better in Burnley, and then the job is not done. Don't glaze Hugo Viana yet. He's still got a lot of things to do. On Walker, thank you for everything. He won us a treble, 4 in a row Premier League. Yeah, wish him all the best. To be fair.
Yeah, without him, look at us now being counterattacked and failing to find a way to fix our counterattack. So we do need somebody like that. I was about to ask you guys. Obviously, as I said, this is 50 Shades of Glaze. So Conway, we're being positive and we're glazing so well at this point in time. None of us have been negative the whole show.
I
just want to say 50 Shades of Glaze is insane, bro. How do you come up
Wait till the drunk stream and we have part 2. Then it's really gonna get glazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I had to find something interesting that would just cover everything because Kelster had a lot of things to say and a lot of people to glaze. So I was like, okay, let's make it 50 Shades of Glaze so you can reach 50 glazings, but you can see, I don't think that's a lot of glazing. She's already done glazing on Foden, who she thinks will have a very good season. She says he looks better. Even his hairstyle.
I declare that he's back. I'm putting my reputation on the line. I said Phil Foden is back.
He is. I think he is.
Yeah, I think he's more better on Foden.
Yeah, he's much better.
I'm looking at him and I'm like, I want to see 15 Premier League goals from you. I really do.
In all fairness, Foden's goals haven't been bad, People, if you think about it, his goals have always been very stable. Obviously, we had Riyad Mahrez in the team who always had. By the way, guys, believe it or not, Riyad Mahrez was always the second top goal scorer in City, or the top at a point in time. Riyad Mahrez was always up there.
But is he at the 100 club? Mahrez. Foden got in the 100 club right now.
I don't know. Mahrez must have reached. No,
is he in the 100 club?
Yeah, he must have reached. 100 for the club or 100 for the Prem?
You're talking about 100 Premier League goals?
No, you check the Instagram.
No, I think it's an all comps.
He say the 100 goals or overall 100 club. That 100 club.
Yeah, it's overall.
The overall toppest one is Kun Aguero.
It's probably like preseason included, I would imagine, because they didn't say it until after he scored that goal against.
KDB's in that, isn't it? KDB's in that.
Oh, you're talking for the club, KDB, for the club.
Yeah, 100 goals for City, 100 City goals. That's what I'm talking about.
Check the
so for Phil to do that age 24 is really impressive.
Well, I don't think Mahrez has 100 clubs or 100 goals.
No, he's not in the 100 club.
He signed when he was like 28.
I think Sterling's there.
Sterling's there. KDB, Sterling's in the top 5,
Haaland.
I
There's
think.
a list. Let me see. Is there a list? It's 20 men, isn't it? There's 20 people in that list.
Yeah, I think you should be able to find it on
obviously Haaland,
on the club's
KDB.
Twitter account. It's there on the club's
8 more goals for Foden to overtake KDB's. You know what I mean?
Wow.
8 more goals.
They'll do that this season.
Okay, so there's 20 players that have scored 100 goals for Man City. I'd like to see that,
124 on Haaland in 30 years old. In 24 years old.
In only 3 years.
124. Yeah.
I think
Depends.
I think
3 years.
do you know Haaland will be the all-time goal scorer at City? You know that, right? It's gonna be easy.
Aguero is 260.
If he stays, yeah, he will.
Man,
I
that
think
260.
he'll take over Alan Shearer. Like that's the kind of trajectory.
Yeah, but I'm saying at our club at Man City, I think Haaland will be the all-time goal scorer. I think he will surpass Aguero. Easy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he will walk past Aguero and Sterling one. Sterling
Yeah,
is
He's almost
131.
halfway to Aguero already because Aguero is what 260, I think, number one.
Yeah,
260.
260. And then
Haaland's
like
almost halfway there in 3
more,
seasons.
10 more would be like in Sterling. Sterling 131.
Wow. We did not respect Sterling enough.
Yeah,
We a little Sterling Glaze.
Yeah,
Oh, Sterling spent all his prime time on ours, bro.
I'm not one of those wees, by the way. What Kels said, I'm not one of those wees.
I know, me too. I'm not. I think those people should be exposed.
Hey, you had your poll, Sterling versus Mahrez, and guess who voted for Sterling?
Oh no, Raheem! I can't lie, and Conway knows. Raheem pissed me off with Leon. Leon, that's where he lost me.
Yeah.
Because I used to defend him a lot. I used to say, no, it's okay, man. He misses, but he's clutch. Oh, the Leon one, Conway. He does not only.
No, I was hurt too.
But Pep Guardiola also killed me on that one. He killed me. So Pep Guardiola also
Yeah.
killed me. After Leon, I think my heart broke into pieces. But Raheem.
Do you know why I wasn't hurt? Because I know had we even gone further, that we would have never won the Champions League that season, and I didn't want us to win it in that format where you can't celebrate.
We could have eventually got embarrassed, couldn't it? Eventually.
Yeah, Bayern Munich won it that year, and I don't want us to win it in a year where
This is the
it's
COVID one, yeah.
No, but the closest
you
one
can't
when we
celebrate
at Porto, the closest one.
And even Porto, I'm glad that we never won it.
Wait.
Oh man, I lost it after that Chelsea.
Wait, you're happy we didn't? You're happy we didn't beat Chelsea? I think that one was disappointing.
We should have won that one.
Oh, do you know the
won
vibes
that
in
one.
Istanbul, and then you come back and you win it with a treble, like your first Champions League.
No. I get that it's delicious with the treble. Like I appreciate it, but I think that one also.
The Chelsea fans were whining because their first Champions League was won on penalties. No.
Nah, it doesn't matter how you win the Champions League. No, Raheem,
I just wanted to win it, man. I was tired of all this shit talking.
I know, and Raheem, I do apologize. If you ever see this, Raheem, I'm sorry. I didn't appreciate you much. And Conway is right.
Raheem spent all the time in the prime time. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. And then he just left, and then it is what it is, man. He spent all his prime time with us.
It was the appropriate time to go, but I just think we don't respect him enough.
I was the only guy defending him, and he's.
I remember that space, Conway. I remember that space. You were the only one who defended Raheem on that space. I remember that space.
Oh, I remember that space. I remember it vividly. Adam the fraud as well. Him being the leader of the Sterling hate. I was telling guys his last contribution for this club was coming off the bench in that Villa game and putting an assist. But they forget about all of this stuff that Sterling did for us. And Adam was in that same space that Patrick's talking about. He was slating another City great in Mahrez.
I don't want to know what Adam was calling.
You know, KDB assist number was more than somebody in the Premier League, right? If Raheem didn't miss that one, but I'm not joking. I'm joking anyway.
Yo, I remember that time. I know, but it doesn't only Raheem. Do you remember that game, that Liverpool game? It doesn't only Raheem. It was also Jesus. Jesus was put on through and go twice.
The two of them together were a little frustrating to watch.
You know those number on assists on KDB, they would be a lot. You know.
I know the word. That was the one he was going to go over Thierry Henry, wasn't it? That was the one he's going to go over.
He should have. They completely robbed him by not giving him that one assist. That was totally an assist. Like that was so annoying.
Yeah, the Ballon d'Or for Haaland was unfair. I think it's unfair. I think they know, people deep down know. I've seen people speak about it a bit, saying that Ballon d'Or was unfair. I keep repeating this. If they really wanted to give Messi Ballon d'Or, I think they should have given him an honorary Ballon d'Or, like honor him as a legend. That you've won the World Cup, here's a special reward for you. You know, like one of those they give at the Oscars for actors who've done something, achievement, like an achievement Ballon d'Or. But I think giving him the Ballon d'Or straight was unfair. And some of the generals right now speak about it. They're like, yeah, we really just gave Messi the Ballon d'Or because it was Messi. Somebody said that. Some
a bunch of times too. They absolutely robbed Lewandowski because they just canceled it that one year. Like,
Iniesta.
Oh,
as
that
well.
was a painful one. That was
yeah,
a
and
painful
Iniesta should have won it too. Like, what did they do?
one. Yeah, that was a
Ribery,
painful
yeah.
one.
Zlatan's always whining about not winning. Is it Zlatan or someone else?
Zlatan won what? Zlatan
Zlatan's
shouldn't have
always
won
whining.
anything. Zlatan has never won the Champions League at all.
No,
to
there's
be
somebody
honest.
just. Who was it? Was it Snyder? No, it wasn't Snyder. It was someone. In like the
No, there's a few.
mid-2000s
No,
or something.
look, there is a few. Ribery, was it Robin? Robin has spoken before saying there's favoritism. Ribery has spoken about it, saying there's favoritism in this. There's a lot of players who said sometimes you had to play for Madrid. Yeah, that's what
Madrid or
somebody
Barca.
says. Yeah, Madrid or Barca. Like, okay, let's even talk about this. Do you know how? Oh, hi Martin, how you doing? Do you know how this golden youth or golden whatever award for the youth? It always goes to the Barcelona player. Have you noticed that? It always
Your
goes
golden
to
boy,
Oh, the
golden
Golden
boy.
Boy or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
all in it.
Barcelona award. Just
What are you
just name it
talking about?
Barcelona youth.
Did Foden?
What are you
Foden
talking
never
about
won?
here? What are you on about
No,
We're
here?
talking about the
we're talking about the
Ballon
youth.
d'Or thing.
The
The
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or and the
d'Or.
youth. For Haaland. That Haaland Ballon d'Or, he was supposed to win it. But I'm saying
Yeah, I got robbed.
as a lot
He
of people
should
say
be. He got like how many GA on that year, and then he win the treble, and
And
he
he
win
broke
like
records.
You know,
and
if
he
you
win
actually
the
deep it,
Golden
KDB should
Boot
have won it as well.
and something. I forgot it.
you
And
say
then
you
he
said
should
what?
get the Ballon
Go ahead.
d'Or.
Go
I
ahead.
said if you actually deep it, KDB should have won it as well. You know, the Ballon d'Or.
Oh yeah.
When
He-
though?
That year
Yeah,
that you guys
yeah,
are talking
yeah.
about Haaland, it should have been KDB and Haaland 1 and 2 podium.
But was KDB all that? Was he like that level?
He
Van
got 40
Dijk got
assists that
robbed
year.
too.
He got golden
Everybody
assist.
got robbed.
Golden
I
KDB
assist.
know,
got 40
but-
assists that year.
Yeah, but during that season, who stood out more?
Yeah, but if you look at KDB and Haaland, to me, they were banned for. They weren't banned for ban.
It's them both, and yeah, them both.
I think
In the club.
KDB plays the final and he's people in the final maybe. But the issue about KDB is in the finals he always fell down and unfortunately was
Oh,
injured.
or when
he
Rudiger
always
broke
got
his
injured
face.
in the final. He always, I don't know.
Oh,
He just,
Rudiger
Yeah,
broke his
in
face.
Porto.
he was
Yeah.
unfortunate, isn't
That-
it?
the guy-
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
the guy
unfortunate
risked
for
his
him. He always
hamstring
injured in the
throughout
final.
the
He's
And then he tore his
unfortunate.
hamstring, or
You know
Can
what I'm
I
saying?
ask-
Like, he
can
was
I ask
playing
you-
with a
really
bad
badly or
hamstring.
whatever.
Can I ask you guys something? I know this might be a silly source,
Dumfries.
but
That's
would
not
you
a
be
good
interested?
source.
Would you be interested in Dumfries for the fee he has?
No, he's not. He's not a defender. So I think if we're gonna buy a right back, it should be a defender, not a.
Somebody said he's a decent right back. He can be a decent right back.
But do you know what it is? It's because he's coming off a good season at Inter. That's why they're saying we should go for him. But this guy,
It's 18 million pounds though, isn't it? 18 million pounds for this.
it's 18. It is 18 million pounds, but he's a 29-year-old fullback,
No,
and I don't think
we
he's that
need-
good. He's not that good defensively as well.
Yeah, he's
I
not a
don't rate him
defender.
one bit. We shouldn't be looking at him, Bill.
Dumfries.
Also,
more
we
like a
can't sign
Porto
any
left
players
back.
right now, unless somebody goes. So there's that.
Somebody will go. Somebody will go. Don't worry about it. Somebody will go. What did somebody say?
To go back
No,
to
no.
glazing Foden.
Yeah. Look, this
Martin says
statement.
he's lost. We need to bring him back into the fold.
No, Martin came. We were talking about Ballon d'Or, so I think he was wondering what we're talking about. We're talking about the Ballon d'Or. He says Pep doesn't want to defend. He wants everybody to attack. Pep wanted everybody to attack in 2017, and it looked delicious. It is what it is. Today we're not being negative. We're glazing. It's a glaze show. 50 Shades of Glaze. We didn't say 50 Shades of Hate. What it says,
Yeah, that was our
Martin, we
previous
might as
show.
well run with the flow or glaze. Yeah, that's true. Martin, Dash says you might as well run with the flow or glaze. So, Martin, welcome to the show. Who are you here to glaze, Martin?
Well, I'm not here to glaze anyone. I thought we were going to talk. Listen, at the end of the day, so one thing I want to say is big up Kyle Walker. Good luck, future Burnley. I think we were always going to get a fee for Walker. Don't know what the panic was even about.
No, are you gonna admit I was right, Martin? Are you gonna admit I was right?
Right, what? I said Walker was going.
No, what? I'll send you.
Yes, I
I'll
did.
send you a message on your WhatsApp. What I was saying a couple of days ago when you, Ed, and Mark, and everyone else was on your space, that we shouldn't be starting the trend of paying 10 million to Walker in order for him to lead the club when he has 1 year left on his contract. We should be finding a fee for him. And
I don't want to pay anyone off.
No, but you guys were okay with them paying Walker off the 10 mil. That's what
No,
people were saying in the space, and I had an argument with Ed on your
Just
space.
because
about
that's what
this.
other people. Come wait, it's not a space. It's a YouTube show. Come on.
I
Look
don't know.
at Martin.
Sometimes this
Look at
channel
Martin
turns
just
into
not
a
trying to
live
say that I was
space.
right, man. It will do, man.
An on-camera space.
you might have been right with other people. I thought we'd get a fee with him. It was 2-3 million quid. Just listen, big him up. Good luck. Let him go and have a nice thing of his career. His family's a lot of his family's still in Sheffield. It's a good area to be in. Just let him enjoy it.
Yeah, no, big him up 100%.
I'm past all this slagging players off going out the door. I mean, it's boring.
Oh, we've
Let's
been
respect
twerking
Kyle
for
Walker's
players.
legacy. You know,
We
he was great for this club for years.
We've been twerking for players since we started this show. There hasn't even been any negativity at all today.
And the thing is, listen, I think people are just, other players are going to go out. Players will leave. Don't know where the Nico Gonzalez stuff's come from. He ain't going to go.
It
That's
came from
bollocks.
Team Talk, which is an absolute trash source.
That is
Oh,
bollocks.
yeah, I've got to
Team
believe
Talk?
Team Talk.
That is
Wait, I
bollocks.
thought you
Team
guys not
Talk.
watching
That
anymore.
makes me believe he's going to sign a contract extension. Complete opposite of leaving.
Nah, if you ever believe Gonzalez is leaving, you're wasting your time. It's not happening.
Oh,
We
he
need
just came here
Baleba.
like half a year. Why would he
Yeah,
left?
what? Ducky, who's feeding you these lies? Says if Baleba. You think we go back? Okay, let me
What are the city
give this.
sources then, Ducky?
Yeah,
He says
look,
city
I wanna-
sources. What are the
I wanna
city
give-
sources?
I want to educate Dirky. Dirky, do you think if Gonzalez leaves, we buy Baleba for 100 million? If Gonzalez is not getting
No.
game, you think we go buy?
No,
them?
because
Okay.
one of them's a squad rotational player and one of them would demand to play first team football.
This is
What we're doing here.
this is funny. I really want to continue Glaze. I
Are you
want to
going
be
to replace
positive. on the
Rodri
game.
with Baleba?
Especially
Yeah, that's-
Baleba is not homegrown, so no.
And you know what, guys? This
Yeah.
Baleba guy, you Glaze. I have seen better academy players at City than Baleba. Let me just I've had enough of people glazing players from other teams while our academy has got players that have the same standard.
Yeah.
Like if you look at that guy who got injured, do you remember Mama?
Big up Sissoko, man. Sissoko, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Soho, yeah.
I think he's very good. I think if he didn't get injured, we were gonna see so much from him. So let's not.
City, by the way, City have already done Baleba. They looked at Baleba in January before Nico Gonzalez, and we got told no. So
Yeah,
What are we going to
I
deal with
don't
Brighton
know.
after that Cucurella saga?
I don't understand.
We shouldn't be doing business with Brighton. They always want an extortion amount of money. So.
Nah, but anyway, it is what it is. Business is business. We lost out. People lost Baleba. Dirky, stop it. I see what you're doing. Says big up Kels and Patrick. Lavia was the one. Yeah, he was the one, but he gets injured a lot. Even
Yeah, he
today,
doesn't ever play.
the Chelsea coach, they said they're going to have to look at him. That's what they say today. The Chelsea coach says, I know Caicedo is injured, but we're going to have to see if we can depend on Lavia. So I don't know.
Ouch.
With
Does
all due
Baleba have a
respect,
great man button? No.
yeah, it says Carlos Baleba is a flavored version of Conor Gallagher, just a sexy name with no technical ability whatsoever. That's
Nah,
good, boss.
gosh, man. You can't be saying that, bro. Baleba's actually a quality player.
Can I say something? And you
He's a
guys,
bruiser.
I know you guys will not agree with me, but I'm telling you, this Man City team will do well with the Conor Gallagher. I'm telling you. Will you
Yeah,
believe it or not?
Patrick, I know this is a glazing show,
Kind
but
of, yeah.
I'm serious. A Conor Gallagher type player with the energy he has would do so well in this Man City team instead of just having technical. This is the thing. People cry over things, and this is what makes me laugh, Conway. People are crying right now just because apparently Pep is playing very technical players. But if we are linked with Gibbs White, everybody says, why Gibbs White just runs around? We need a bit of energy.
you
Do you know
didn't
what
want
they say?
Gibbs White, bro. A couple days
No,
ago, you
listen.
didn't want him.
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he would
That,
have done. We could have used him in that Al Hilal game in the midfield. Like,
Yeah, but
Gibbs
that's
White
what I'm
in that
saying.
midfield would have been
this is
really
what
good.
I'm
He
saying.
would have at least ran back on the counters.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying. Man City fans, sometimes I think we just need to learn to shut up. Because 1 minute we are saying, why are you playing technical players who can't run? All they know is to keep the ball. But when we are linked with a Gibbs White, or when somebody's suggesting like a corner guy or somebody with legs or energy, we're like, oh, they're just a run man, just pace merchant. Do you get my point? What I'm trying to say, Conway? In the team, sometimes you need a pace merchant. You need a guy who just does the dirty work. It is what it is. You just need somebody to do the dirty work.
I believe the rumors that we're gonna go that we're still on that we're still in for him. Maybe not this summer, but I can see us kind of leveraging him.
You want
and be
the
like,
truth?
hey, write your contract down. We'll sign you next summer.
People want sexy foreign names. That's what they want. End of.
Yeah, do you see? That's the thing. Let me say this,
Spanish
Martin.
one.
Look,
I got a
Martin,
question,
you see, Conor Gallagher is not a sex name, so nobody is happy about it. But people
But
want this
Patrick, he's shit.
Baleba.
Gallagher
He's
is
not.
shit though.
Gallagher's a baller.
Wait, Martin, can you hear me, Martin?
Gallagher is shit, Patrick. But come on,
Gallagher
man.
is a baller.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
got a
baller.
question about Newcastle. They doing the deal on Alanga. Yeah, is it still like we still on Gibbs White, or we are not right now because they're going for Gallagher. No, going for Alanga right now.
Where are they getting the money for Alanga, I wonder?
Yeah, that's why I'm curious on that one.
They've got money. They've got about 100 odd million.
But is that Newcastle?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
got
Won't
money.
all of that go to like Alanga's, like his fee and his wages and stuff?
No, because they've got about 150 million. It's whether they'll have any money after Trafford or Langer.
Can I ask something? Why is that every time everybody tries to suggest to buy a player from Newcastle, people say Newcastle don't need money. I think every team needs money to invest, whether you have it or whether you're loaded or not. Doesn't mean like that's the money that Saudi has doesn't belong to you. It's not in your account. You know with the PSR and the rules. So why is that every
money?
Yeah, because every time you suggest a player from Newcastle, they're like, oh, they have money, they're not going to sell. So are you telling me that Newcastle, if I went to Newcastle and showed up with a certain amount, they'll say, no, we're not selling you this player? I don't know. I think
so you're not going to buy another midfielder. Can I ask, why are we talking midfielders? We're not.
No. I'm not talking midfielder. I think you don't get what I'm saying. I'm talking about Newcastle in general. That people keep glazing Newcastle, saying.
No, I don't mean
Newcastle
you. Just mean in general. People are talking Belabor. They're talking this. Why? What we're talking all that for?
Because Martin, people are never satisfied. Now people are calling Belabor a super engine. Why
We've
they
got
were
15
busy.
midfielders. What we're doing here?
Because now people are crying because now there's no speed anymore, and now they're crying. And the speed was Morgan Gibbs White, who everybody was slating. So it is what it is.
Listen,
can never.
We did a space last night, and we came up with an idea that could easily.
What time did you sleep? What time did you sleep for this space?
Fabrizio just did it. Here we go for Walker. Fabrizio just here we go 1 minute ago.
At the end of the day, what you do is it depends what the opposition is, how the opposition set up, and what you want to do. But there was a comment made, and I really wouldn't rule out what he did in the treble season, inverting a centre back to go up and help Rodra.
What centre back though?
Well, that's what we talked last night, Victor Hayes. I think Victor Hayes will eventually be that guy who'll come and do that role. I think Victor Hayes will become the John Stones replacement in the end. Because that was the plan. They were going to take him to the EDS and use him in that role, so he practices.
Yeah, man. I've been calling him the Favela Stones, Zach. So it's
and I'm telling you now, because that was part of the reason Cambiasso was sort of on the radar, because of the way he can invert into midfield. I honestly think in some games, if Victor Hayes is capable of doing that role, I think Victor Hayes will be the one that'll move into that, and he will invert and will become a back three outside of possession. So it'll be a different possession with the ball, a different possession without the ball, and you'll just get two ways. But with that, you can't play. Well, that's what I mean. You can't play your wingers then, so it can't be Doku and Semedo. You can only really do that if you're going to play Foden, Cherka.
Yeah, but I'm saying if Vita Ray steps into midfield, where does Aït-Nouri? How does Aït-Nouri in that back three look like?
Well, again, it will be Aït-Nouri might not play every single game. Maybe you're playing Ake there. I don't know.
Or Yashko.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Aït-Nouri's not going to play 70 games, is it? He's not going to play 70 games.
So maybe that could be like our lineup in bigger games.
I'm sorry. I think Josko is capable.
But we wouldn't need that against a low block, probably.
Josko Vadio is capable of going into that midfield. I think he is. Josko Vadio is one of the best.
I don't think
Pep's if he was capable of that, Pep would have been done it, but he hasn't done it for 2 seasons now.
Let me say this, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I have said it multiple times. I want to glaze, but I'm going to say this again. Pep Joseph Guardiola, ever since Barcelona, ever since Bayern, even Bayern fan says it. He's got certain players he loves. IG Akanji is not a ball-playing defender, but he's forced Akanji.
Yeah, if he's inverting words, if he's doing the midfield, if he's going next to Roger, I think we have big problems there.
Yeah, then let me ask guys a question. I want you to use. Use your own eyes, Conway. Between Akanji and Josko, who's a better ball-playing defender?
Akanji.
You're lying. Akanji is useless. Akanji is useless. as
No.
a
I'll tell you
You
what.
mean
Vardy is
play.
better than Akanji. And let me say this. Josko Vardio, he's a better carrier of the ball than Akanji is.
But that's what you need. You need a ball carrier to carry the ball.
No, but
to that
you need
midfield.
someone that can break lines, do right. Akanji's a very good ball playing defender. He is. Let's
Nah,
not let
nah.
this
Mean on
recent
long
bias.
pass or what?
Just
Tom?
go all day.
You mean
Oh
on
man, let's
long
be
pass
serious,
or what?
bro. He is,
Just
man. He
go
is.
all day. Just go all day.
No, I'm
Just
not
go.
taking away.
Wait.
No, who's
Wait,
who's glazing Yashko? It's not
Akanji's
me.
very underrated
Do
in
you
that
see
regard,
last
bro.
season when he played against Real Madrid, that long pass
Yeah.
on Haaland? You saw that one?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Come on,
That one you can't, bro. Against Real Madrid.
Josko is good
Josko
on the
all
ball.
day, my guy.
So we're not gonna remember. We're not gonna remember how that Rodri final Champions League goal happened. Who started that entire play?
Oh my God, that pass. That's what people use all the time. That pass. Look,
You're
I don't
using
hate
that
Akanji.
one.
That's in a big moment, big pressure game.
Yeah.
Because you would think Akanji will play the ball to Stones, but he's actually looking at Bernardo the whole time.
I think in our team right now, it's Victor and Josko who are the best ball playing defenders you have there. And Martin is right. It's either you invest in Victor, which I see they want to do in the academy. I think the story was out that they want to play him as a DM before things went a bit sour, or you invest in Josko to carry the ball.
If Stones can stay fit, then he's number one in it.
No, we can't depend on Stones next season.
I'm saying if he can stay fit,
and he's gonna leave next summer too, so there's no point building around him.
Can I be 100% though? As much as I wanted Stones gone, after I saw our defense, I was like, oh my God, we could use a John Stones, even a washed John Stones, as people call. We could use a John Stones in that defense. I cried out for John Stones. You know what I've noticed? This team, when John Stones plays in it, the pressure to carry the ball from the back is easy. That's why we look so fluid.
Ooh, this is an interesting comment from Jerry. You should put that on the screen.
What is he saying? I would say this Akanji is better on TV. Josko is better live. Oh, okay.
What does that even mean?
I mean,
like you notice things on the when you're live at the game, you notice them more than on TV. So that's something that, yeah, is very true.
I've seen both of them live.
I don't go to games, so I can't.
I've seen both of them live, and I'm telling you, Akanji is very underrated as a ball playing defender. Very underrated.
No, but he's not the level of how comfortable Josko and John Stones are. I don't know. I just feel like Josko and John Stones are more.
No, Akanji can't play like Stone did. He can move up to the DM area. He's not like that guy.
He looks very lost though in the midfield. We saw that last season.
He's more like a centre back, focus on the centre back, more than he moved into the DM to do the DM thing like John Stone did. Akanji is like that.
We're better off just signing another midfielder, man, instead of doing this defender step up.
No. You don't need.
I want to see that. I like that.
You don't see it before. We need we do it before, but right now I don't know.
Well, you're buying another midfielder for what reason, Conway?
You have 5 midfielders currently as we speak. 5.
We have like 10.
We go 5.
No, we have so many midfielders right now.
I can tell you the 5. Yeah.
Rodri, Rangers, Gundo, Bernardo, Foden, Turkey, Echeverry.
No, I'm gonna tell you the 5. Yeah, you got Bernardo, Kovacic, Rodri, Reinders, and Nico G. That's it.
So you think Foden, Echeverry, and Turkey are all wingers?
No. But I look at them as this they're forwards because they can both play on the wing.
Count Reinders.
But the 5 I've mentioned are either 6s or 8s. So Bernardo, Kovacic, Rodri, Nico G, Reinders. That's it. It's only 5. It's only 5 midfielders that we have. O'Reilly's
what about Rico and O'Reilly? What do we call Rico too?
O'Reilly's the left back, though. We all know this. He's going to be the deputy.
No, we don't. No, stop doing that, Conway. Because just because he's played there for 5 games doesn't make him a left back.
Okay, but what is O'Reilly's role in this City team next season going to be? What's his role going to be?
I don't know.
No, but currently, as we know of what we've seen O'Reilly do last season and in this Club World Cup, we've seen him being deployed as a left back.
I can't take 60 minutes of a Club World Cup and say that's his role for the season.
No, I'm saying last season when O'Reilly was introduced into the team, we introduced him as a left back.
Last season.
No, but I can only go off what I know. and what I've seen. So O'Reilly, from currently what I know and what I know, he will be the deputy to Aït-Nouri at left back. So we have 5 midfielders. I'm looking at the squad, by the way. This is all factual. What I'm saying.
As a 10, right, of his position.
All I can tell you right now, Conway, is that we have enough midfielders. That I can tell you for sure. We have enough midfielders. I don't know why you would want more midfielders. You've got Kovacic, you've got Reinders.
No, I don't want any midfielders.
I want to get Morgan Gibbs White.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna do this, defender step up into midfield. Just
right now, you want him.
I want the goat. I want the goat on our team.
You guys are funny. You want him now.
Enough.
It's quite funny that now you want him. You people were saying he's not good enough now.
On him.
Gibbs
I
White is a good
Hamza. I wasn't hating on him.
Gibbs White is a good squad option. He can sit next to Nico G.
Fans are never happy. That's the problem. They're never happy.
You have to be realistic.
Gibbs White would be a very good signing for this club.
Oh, realistic. My God.
That work rate, man. That we are dying for that kind of work rate.
So you want a dog in midfield, Kels? Yeah, you want a dog in midfield.
I think we need a dog in midfield because teams are carving us open still.
Well, hang on. We don't know what Reinders is going to be like yet. Let's see Reinders more than 2 games to see what he's going to do before we judge him.
I'm excited for Reinders. Don't worry.
No, but Reinders
I
is.
didn't say to replace Reinders. I'm thinking more like next summer because we're probably losing.
Come wait, you're giving players 2 games. We're giving players 2 or 3 games to make a decision. And then we say, nope, they can't do it. What we doing?
Who said that though? Who said that though?
It's just you've just done it. You've just said it.
What did I say?
We've only got 5 midfielders. We need to. You want to go and buy another defender? You want to go and buy a load of other new players again?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that it's a must for us to bring a midfielder. I'm just saying you might as well do that instead of bringing a defender to play midfield. You might as well.
You've just spent 300-400 million quid, and people are going to spend more.
No. The one position that I had said we need, and I said this a year ago, is that we need another defender. And we've already had this conversation about this, and he said, no, we've got a plethora of defenders. And
you've got 3.
Yeah. But we do need another defender.
You've got Juma coming back. You've got Victor Hayes.
Yeah, but they're not joining this summer, though.
Well, push it off.
Fair to be a little alarmed at our defense going into the season.
Let me go back to what I said. The defenders, we have quantity is not an issue, but the quality of the defenders is an issue.
Hang on, what we alarmed at now? Hang on, I need to nail this down because what's the alarming bit about?
Well, we have one fullback who doesn't defend. We have a midfielder playing as a fullback who's unproven.
Right, so right back.
We have 2 very injury-prone center backs on high wages, and then Diaz and Yashko both have a lot to prove next season. Yeah, because both of them had 4 seasons.
So again, Ruben Diaz, who everyone was crying out to be captain. Let's go back 5 months. Everyone was begging he was captain, and he was this, that, and the other. A few bad games, and that's it. Game over.
No, it's not game over. It's just that people we need to.
We're very reactionary.
Diaz is not having a few bad games. That guy is overrated.
I also just look at the collection of the players, and there's a lack of pace.
He's been shit, man.
Worrying.
Diaz has been shit for
let me say this.
Now.
But let me say this.
I'm so glad Hugo Viana disagrees with you all.
Ruben Diaz's quality has dropped from what we know.
He's the job, I know.
Yeah, but the quality is a big.
The Maya drama thing is kind of crazy.
Pat, we got to correct this ship. We got to go back on the Glaze train.
So Diaz is poor. Akanji's poor. Stones is poor.
Oh, that's my brother.
I'm getting out of players that are poor now.
Go get me a Araujo from Barcelona, man. That we're cooking on that.
Stones is not. Who said Stones is poor? Stones is not poor. It's just that he can't stay fit.
I want to go back to glazing. Don't make me bring up Yashko. Pat was glazing him earlier. It wasn't me.
Oh yeah, Edison shit. I'll take his shit. I'm running out of people that shit here.
No one said Edison shit on the stream, not on my watch.
Oh yeah. You want me to add more names? I can add more names to that shit list.
Go on, just add a few more. I'll tell you what. In the next 4 weeks, we'll sell another 15, and we'll buy another 15, and then someone will find someone to moan about again.
Samuel Nazari shit. What?
Are you guys saying that? No, is Martin saying Ederson is not shit?
Martin never said anybody's shit in his life.
He can't even keep the ball. As a keeper, he can't keep a ball. He's a keeper. He's not a midfielder. So as a midfielder, it's good. As a keeper, he can't keep a ball. We should say the truth. It's not that he's shit, but he's worse than before. That's what I'm saying.
guys,
It's
here's
worse
the
than
cat.
before.
Yeah, I can be honest with you. I think let me be honest on Edison. I think when somebody said Edison's ship has sailed, I think it has. I'm sorry. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love Edison so much.
How bold
I
of you
love
to say that
Edison.
when Conway's on the stream?
Recency bias. Recency bias. That's what I call that. I call it recency bias. Everyone's jumped on this Edison hate train since the Al Hilal game. I call it recency bias. That's what I call that. You guys are prisoners of the moment. You can't actually
No.
look at something.
We've
objectively.
been saying
Unfortunately,
that
that's the
before.
last
I
thing
didn't
we're
care
going to
about-
remember
I
for
didn't
the
care
rest of the
about Edison.
summer.
It's like
We've
it's
been
like
saying
you
that
tell
since
oh,
last
his
season.
wife is not good. You know what I
We've
mean?
been saying
Like,
that since
Pat,
last season.
we need to correct this shit, man.
No, but
You
you
know-
can say
No,
that
no.
since last season, but the majority of this hate train from Edison has happened
No,
since the
All I
it's
Al
not
wanted to
Hilal
that.
do
game.
is
It's not that
Glaze
because
today.
if you guys notice, right, when we always have less shots against our opponent, right? We as a City will have like 20 shots, right? And we might score like 2-3 goals, right? Our opponents we have like 4 or 3 shots, they will score 2 goals.
But why does
Wait,
that
in the
work though?
last-
Because you're coming up against a low block team, and whenever they hit us on a
No,
counter attack,
you don't get it.
our defenders
keeper
forget
is
to defend.
shit. That's why he got 3 shots and scored 2 goals.
So you're not
The
looking at your
first-
defenders there.
The first, forget about defender. That I've never
But
seen.
why does the blame go to the goalkeeper always? Why is the
Because he's
defenders
shit.
not having questions regarding their abilities in that game? Why are they not
At
being
this
questioned?
moment,
I
he's
had
shit.
some big questions about our midfield being able to deal with the counter and that. I think it all
See what I'm
started. I
saying?
think all the
We
counters
all-
I
started.
think it's
in the
about the
midfield.
setup. The setup.
Kel, at least let's come off a game, right? Let's come off a game and we goes like at least 4 or 5 games. Has Ederson ever win at least 4 or 5 games out of 38
Yeah.
games?
Let's
Eh?
Glaze the cat. Here's Katniss.
He
It's gonna
can't.
Glaze the cat, guys.
Ederson cannot win a game for us. It's once in a while he make a save. That's it. And let Ederson win a game. Look, you say you guys here. When we watch proper keepers, they win games for their team. Ederson, come on, man.
You know who I want to glaze is a keeper I've said we should sign. His name is Lucas Chevalier.
No, get
We
away
should
with
glaze
that.
that
It's not
guy.
happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Those are fantasies.
I know,
you
but
guys.
I'm never letting it go.
Do you know what? Do you know what's more funny? Somebody in the comments says we should get Trafford. Trafford is going to Newcastle. Can we start reading news,
Yeah.
people, please?
Is
let's
that
read the
secretly
And you know what?
No.
The chief glazer for Trafford was Haaland, and Haaland did not get his wish.
Yeah, is he in the chat right now?
Well, Patrick, these
Yeah.
guys think we get Trafford and we make him our number one. That these issues are just going to disappear.
Nah, they're not. I think as much as I'm putting blame on Edison, I think it's a whole team collective. But you know what? Let's be positive.
I think a lot of people I think we all thought that we'd just get a couple of signings and everything would be fixed. It's like, I think we all need a reality check. This is going to take more than one summer.
It's the fact is, we've spent 400 mil. People aren't still happy. Let's bag another 400 mil down. Tell you what, if that doesn't work, we'll go and drag another 400 mil out the bank. And then if that doesn't work, well, I don't know where we go from that point.
I think most of you
Everyone's
guys,
answer is spend here.
Patrick, most of you guys need to stop gatekeeping when there's a bad performance or there's a bad players when they criticize the player. If they go extreme, I understand that. But you can criticize your player and still love them at the same time. You can criticize your manager.
Yes, you can criticize, but nobody criticizes in an analytical way. Saying they're shit is not criticism. I'm sorry, I've never been into a workplace where they sit down on your end of season review and they go, "You're shit." Thanks for that. Good night.
But you know what we mean when we say they are shit.
No, that's not analytical. That's fans talking from an emotional point of view.
Okay, so Kevin, do you want to be
the oil
analytical?
money.
So Kevin,
That's not constructive criticism. I think people need to look up the meaning of constructive criticism because they don't know what it means.
Which one?
So wait. So wait a minute. Mr. Kevin, do you wanna give Edison constructive criticism and be analytical?
For me, what Edison is useful Wait, what Ederson is used to is play. He's playing. He want to play as a midfield. If I was Pep, next game
What?
I'll just try. I'll try him if it's a friendly match. I'll try him as a midfield and protect there.
Ah, you're
I
mad. You're
think.
mad. Now,
Oh,
Kevin,
I give up. I give up. I give up.
I'll
Kevin,
do
get
a
out of
leg
here.
there.
Why this?
Patrick, you asked him to give him constructive criticism, and then he said
Somebody been smoking and drinking. Somebody been smoking and drinking. Somebody been smoking and drinking. Somebody been smoking and drinking.
The preview for
Constructive
off the weed,
criticism.
man.
I,
So
he
we're gonna
wants to
just
play
on the drug
midfield.
stream. We're gonna discuss Ederson
What,
as a
what are we
midfielder.
doing here?
Well,
Stay off the weed, man.
anyway, let's be serious. I'm joking, anyway. But what I'm gonna say, but if you guys think we like, if we see have Ederson as our first choice keeper next season, and we're going, we will be Diaz and Akanji, like I don't think we can win the league like that. Because at the end of the day, I don't think now teams they are not scared of us anymore. Teams are not scared of us. They know that when they shoot like 2, 5, 6 ball, 2 we go in because we go Ederson we go.
That's
We
not
don't
true, though,
encourage
is it?
dodgy
That's not true, though, is
So
it?
we need physicality in midfield.
But
let's be honest.
I keep saying this.
We need
Last season, Edison kept more clean sheet than Alisson. You know that, innit? With less appearances in the Premier League.
What does Onana won the Golden Glove? What are you talking about?
No. I'm saying you guys
Yeah.
glaze. You guys
Yeah, what are
glaze.
we
You guys
talking
glaze
about?
Alisson.
So should we sign
Liverpool,
Onana? Is that the
not
solution?
knowing that Edison kept more clean sheets than it.
Well, I'm not glazing Alisson. I used to prefer Ederson than Alisson. Ask Patrick. It's like you don't understand me. I'm not saying Ederson is not good, but it's not good
It's
like
recency
before.
bias. Is what it is. I keep saying it. It's recency bias.
People hate Ederson. I like Ederson. I defend him all the time. I say he's the best keeper. An all-round keeper is the best. So, but I'm just saying that he's going
Right.
downhill.
Okay, hang on. Let me ask you back. In what way does Edison need to improve, in your opinion? Is it his left-hand side, his right-hand side, his catching? Is just what?
Yeah, that's a good question, yeah. But before you answer that, I just want to say, Onana never won the Golden Glove. That's false information.
Yeah, that's a
Onana won
lie.
the Golden Glove. One, check it. What are you talking about?
Onana
Not
did.
in
Onana
the
did.
Premier League, he didn't.
Onana
he
did in the
in
Premier
Premier
League.
League, yeah.
Onana did. Yeah, Onana did.
When?
What are you guys watching?
You can
Yeah,
Google it,
first
Patrick, and you
season.
won't find it.
Yeah, let me check. I think he
Because
did.
Raya won it the last 2 seasons.
Wait, let me go and check it, man. What are you guys talking about?
I think
What's
Onana
about?
did. He didn't Onana kept the
It
clean
must have
sheets,
been the
isn't
trouble
it?
season then.
No, I'll tell you what I think Edison needs to improve on. His shot
Wait,
stopping
Martin,
is
I'm coming.
actually.
I will tell you, Martin. No.
Yeah, he did. Onana won the Golden Glove for the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite his team's
So
But
that was
Moses-
the trouble season then. Because David Raya
I
won
think.
it the last 2
Oh,
seasons.
by the way, he won it. I think he might have been joint, but he won it.
When was this?
Yeah.
It was
Hold
the
that,
trouble
hold that.
season for us.
Of course,
What,
he was gonna
what year?
hold
What
that.
year?
Yeah, bear with me for a minute. Let me check. But
20
he won it. He's won it for
3-24? What? No, 22-23.
Wait, bear with me for a minute. Let me see.
I think it's 23-24, Patrick.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, did he co-win it with
He's
Raya then? Because I know Raya's
Yeah.
won it the past 2 seasons.
All
All right,
is there.
stand corrected. Yeah, pull up that Saeed clip of singing the what's the name? The Rihanna song.
You're not right though, because it was David Raya only in 23-24.
No, I want it. Trust you gotta check it. No.
I'm checking it now, bro.
It says what? Let me read this. It says Onana from Man United is surprising current Golden Glove winner in the Premier League despite his team's poor performance and not in the West start.
Yeah.
Under Eric Ten Hag, the team managed to collect 8 points and 7 matches, and that's it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Onana did. Here's the interview of him happy and receiving it. Wow.
Yeah. Of course he did.
That was depressing. Can
you show us the picture, Patrick?
Oh, you want me to go as far as showing you the
Oh
picture?
God.
Yeah, because he don't believe it. Because he's right in front of me now. I did.
Nah, the Onana meme is just like they put iShow.
Right,
speed
can I
on
just
the-
come
on
back to
Onana
that?
picture.
You know what Edison needs to improve on with his shot stopping? He does shot stop, but his major issue is where he parries the ball out to. He needs to learn to parry the ball out to more the corners instead of parrying it back into the 6-yard box.
What about
He has a
1v1?
tendency to para
but
back into the 6-yard box.
But Martin, what about his reflex? You know, like.
But
You mean his
goalie
reaction?
has top reflexes?
No.
There's some games when Edison's very good. There's some games when you can have that with any goalie.
Because sometimes when the ball is coming, it's like he's Patrick, like it's like he's lost. You know, because when he point the ball, he never have the strength to get up again to go for the ball.
The only thing I was criticizing Edison ever since the beginning is like his 1v1s are horrible. He doesn't know how to shield.
Yes, yeah. His one-on-ones. I would agree with. I think Ortega's, but you can. That's where something you look on the training pitch. Then the answer is not always going smacking 70, 80 million quid around to people.
But Matthew, when will you ever criticize a player rightfully so?
But I do criticize. I just criticize. I criticize in a way of how do we get... No, hang on. Let me answer it. I criticize into improving a player. I don't criticize to destroy a player. That's the difference here. Too many criticize to destroy players.
Okay, but if the criticisms you give to Doku, if you have the same energy that you have for Doku for other players, I will understand it. Right?
What are you on about Doku for?
But you always criticize Doku when he played. Oh, Doku was not good.
No. Excuse me. I've criticized Doku in a way where I think he needs to improve. Do you ever hear the words "Doku is shit"? Get out the club.
No one said.
Right, well, there you go. Then that's the difference.
Huh? Because I know the way the way most of you guys criticize Doku, you don't criticize Savio like that. Savio is
yes, I have, Kevin. With respect, you don't come in the spaces, so you don't know what to say. I do criticize Savio. I do criticize Doku.
I'm talking about when we are with Patrick. I've never heard you criticize Savio.
The difference is Savio's in his first year. I always give players 1 year.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to criticize players in 1 year. And I was the one who defended Rodri above everyone else when everyone was calling him Plodri.
I called him Plodri too. I also called him Plodri. I'm guilty.
If you're criticizing a player in year 1, then your expectations are way, way high. And that's fine. That's people's opinions. People can have their opinions. I never criticize a player in year 1. I don't think it's fair to criticize in year 1.
Wait, when that's it. They said that comment said Henderson to replace Eddie.
Yeah, that's
like
insanity.
Dean Henderson.
No,
and I have criticised. I've actually said Rico Lewis. I don't think he's good enough for Manchester City, but the club disagree. They're going to give him a new contract.
Oh, I was shocked by that.
Honestly?
I didn't want to bring it, but I was shocked by that.
But
I was like,
I
was a little surprised.
But I think the reason they want to give him a new contract because he's homegrown, so we can still sell him for 30-40 million, isn't it? Can't just let him go for free. Someone will buy Rico for 30 million. Trust me. Someone will buy him for 30 million.
I don't know if he would do this, but would anybody take Dean Henderson as the Ortega replacement?
No.
If he would accept it, that Crystal Palace keeper who.
He's a former United.
That guy's a fraud.
Yeah, but there's no links on
Came
Ortega
up in a big
leaving.
game, though.
No one knows whether Ortega's leaving.
Ortega has basically said he'd like to move.
Yeah, but where the links?
That's Germany.
Where the links? I'm not seeing no
this
links.
is our last chance to get a fee for him too, because next year
Just because it's not out there, it doesn't mean it's not.
Ortega said he's going, Patrick. What happened? Why is he going?
Ortega, okay. Let me
go back to Bundesliga.
He did an interview last week, and he said he doesn't know what's going to happen with his future.
And you don't say that. You don't say that. Oh, now do you understand, Martin? When I say that, I can't give us in the time or place to say what he said. Also,
I've got no problem with Ortega's comments. I've got no problem with players speaking out.
Yeah, but it shows that he doesn't want to stay because he could have said, "I'm happy here." Like what Edison just said. Edison said,
but Bernardo Silva said Bernardo Silva said he wanted to leave about 4 times.
Yeah, but Bernardo Silva is a great player.
Point proved.
But Bernardo Silva is a great player. He's been a great 7 for this team. So
Bernardo Silva is allowed. Bernardo can retire for me at Manchester City.
I'll tell you what the worry is to me. I mean, personally, I actually think Edison will now actually sign a contract. I think he'll sign up.
Who? Bernardo?
No, Edison. I don't think Bernardo will go on a free next year.
I think
Edison.
signs up an extension. Edison
Wait,
signs up
Martin,
an
say that again. You think Edison's going to sign a contract?
I actually do.
Saying for the
This is
past
just
2
my.
years.
Look
I
at
think
Conway.
he'll sign.
Conway's happy now. Conway's
Conway's gonna go celebrate.
No, but I've been saying that for the past 2 years, though. I've been saying it.
What's Conway saying? What's he saying?
Conway loves Edison, by the way. He loves him.
No. I'm just agreeing with Martin saying that he thinks Edison's going to sign a new contract. It's something I've been saying for a long time. So, yeah.
Can I ask you, Conway? Conway,
Really, when people in our
You
fan
want
base are
you
like
guys
harassing his
want
wife on
Edison to
social
sign
media?
a new contract?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
What about you, Patrick?
do you want me to be honest with you? No. No. It's okay. I think
What
there's
about you,
moments
Matthew?
where I think no. For me, no.
Patrick,
The
what was
club
you going to say?
was.
I think if he
I'm
signs a contract and knuckles down, then yeah, more than happy with that.
Do you
goalkeeper
think
in the
that?
league, man.
Oh wait,
Do you
Martin.
think
Do
our
you think that's
next
the only reason-
manager's gonna need a keeper to play like Ederson though?
Yes.
You never
You say
know.
that, Kels, but a lot of managers play balls out from the back now. A lot of managers do that.
Yep.
I
Can
think
I-
we can
can I-
sacrifice
Not
a
a lot of
little bit of
managers-
that though for some shot stopping.
There's not a lot of managers do that. Listen, we're not getting
I know we're not getting
Chevalier.
Chevalier.
You
I was about to
I
say.
know,
I was
but
literally
that's
about
just-
to say Costa. That's why the Costa links make sense.
But even though I want Ederson to leave, but I don't even know who I want. Who I want as a replacement. So, but just keep him. I don't know.
To be honest with you, I think if we were going to get a keeper, we were going to get him at the beginning when we were heavily linked with Costa.
Yeah.
But Edison is here.
Listen,
But
I'm
to be
going to
honest-
say this, and I'm going to drop it in a minute. I'm going to say this. If yesterday
No,
taught us
we're
anything,
closing
We have-
in a few minutes. Sorry.
no, we have to be a nicer fan base moving forward. We've got to be nicer. The
Yeah, that's
stuff
cool.
that Diaz, Edison, and all them are going through at the minute is quite frankly disgusting. That's not being a fan. That's just being someone who is abusing. I said it yesterday. Someone was DMing a mate of mine, and he sent me the screenshot, and he said, "Abuse is the only way you get these players out." No, it's not. Abuse is what
Wow.
makes you look like a total tit. Is what
Wait,
it does.
he said abuse is the only way to get them out.
Abuse is the only way to get these players out. It's not because
Who said
abuse
that?
isn't going to get the players out.
He's probably an idiot.
I'm not going to name him on it because it's not fair. But it's not. That's not the. I don't know what
Oh,
we're doing.
God.
We've
I think
got to
it was
become a
Conway.
nice. We've
That
got to
sounds like
become
Conway.
a better society.
So
That's
We
in
tried that
society
in
now.
Barcelona.
When I
It didn't
say-
work.
You like when I say someone is not good enough? Is that better?
No, that's your opinion.
No, it's,
But what I don't
it's-
agree
it's
with
like
is
when-
going in. What I don't agree with is going to someone's Instagram or Twitter or whatever else and abusing them and abusing the
Ooh.
family and
But do you
abusing the
guys know
children.
that most
I think
most-
that's
Have you been
bang out
doing that,
order.
Kelvin?
But do you guys know that the people that do this, they are like 16, 15 years old? Come on. You know,
But
Some
right, and that
might be
makes it
blonde,
right. Hang on a
too.
minute. So that makes it right.
no, I'm not saying that. I say you can't win with them because
That's
they're
like
kids.
saying someone stabbed someone, but because they're 16, it's all right.
No,
they
because you
don't
can't
know
win
any
with
better.
I'm just saying that you can't win if you try to educate these kids. They won't listen to you.
You can. You know what you do, Kelvin? You block them, or you do what you do in the UK. It's a hate crime, and you put them in the community prison or something like that. You
I mean-
punish them.
I'm in Manchester, so I know. So
That's what you do. You punish them. Because what people don't realise is you can be done in the UK for hate crime on social media.
But that abuse is too much, though. I know.
Look,
I
and
know
then-
that because I got a guy
No, no.
banned for threatening
No,
to kill my
what you're
children
saying is
last
there's
year.
probably a lot of Americans doing it because that is not against the law here.
Yeah, okay, let me be honest with you. I think everybody who has been abusive on the channel in the group, they've already been suspended. The guys in the comments are very good. The moderators are very good here. I've noticed they've removed a lot of nasty people. The community is becoming very loving, and
Very glazing.
Yeah, on
Nobody-
the opposite
oh.
side is Pat. I don't want us all sat in a circle singing "Kumbaya," going in it great loud.
no, we have to.
I'm
We
not
have to
saying
start
we don't
singing
do that.
Kumbaya. That was the whole point of this show. Was first to sing Kumbaya until you guys started removing it from the Glaze show. We glazed a lot of people.
That's what
I was
happens
about
when you
to
bring
glaze-
I
Kumbaya.
saw the
Why we
positivity
don't-
early on.
Why are we not doing a stream for Kai Walker? Have you guys talked about Kai Walker?
We've already spoken about him.
A little
we've spoken
bit,
about him.
yeah.
All right, fair.
No, but-
fair,
We,
fair.
we wish him the best of luck.
I'm having
nobody
a
abuses
barbecue
you,
tomorrow
never.
for that. I'm having a barbecue for that. I'm happy.
You know
for
what? For that
You're
comment,
calling Adam up. Adam in the kebab shop.
Yeah, for that comment, we'll ban you away from the channel. You know abuse to Kyle Walker on this channel. Kyle Walker is a hero.
But you're having a barbecue because Kyle Walker's leaving.
that. Yeah, because he left us when we needed him most. What are you guys talking about? He left. Even Pep is angry with him.
Well, maybe
Pep-
Kelvin, people should have been careful what they were saying to him.
Oh my days, man. Nah, come on, I can't win.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Leave Gaoka alone, man.
Martin, your captain
I was
left.
waiting for that.
Wait, your captain left when you needed him the most.
This is not the show, Kelvin. This is 50 Shades of Glaze.
Kelvin, not the show.
Kelvin,
Not the
Kelvin,
show.
let us
Because
glaze.
Kelvin,
the show.
Kelvin, the reason is for me, it's harder because I know what was going on in the background, so it's harder for me to comment on it, and I'm not going to comment on it. It's not the time.
I understand. I get it.
Also, if you're an American, you're allowed to barbecue today because it's 4th of July. But you're not
I-
allowed to
I-
barbecue.
Yeah,
for
and by the way,
Your Glaze
happy
donuts.
4th of July to all my American friends. Have a lovely day. I thought you have a lovely day. Celebrate your independence and have your apple
Yeah,
pies. your
broken off from our
fireworks, and have a
colonial
great-
overlords.
Get fat,
Wow,
folks.
wow. So now we're going down the slightly xenophobic
joke.
road here. Wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Jeez. It's a joke.
Come after my country. Yeah. No.
Well, I guess he's bringing the ammo.
Wow, Saudi are ready to offer 85 million euros to Arsenal to sign Gabriel Martinelli.
Who?
Yeah.
Who,
About, no,
Saudi?
No,
Yeah,
that's
Saudi.
a lie. That's a lie.
No. It's
Saudi.
been going around. It's been going around.
Yeah,
around.
it's
See,
on
I
the
know
worst.
a bunch of KFAs.
We could be arsehole and trying to sign Chelsea's rejects.
Oh,
damn.
No. I
What's it
Only
called?
Madueke, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Madueke.
you already have.
Madueke.
You already have.
Madueke's a
Someone
good player.
claim
though.
that's a
He's a good player.
smokescreen.
Conway, get in the bin. Get in the bin, Conway. Don't do that.
Patrick, I think
Don't do that,
Oscar
Conway,
Bob
please.
was
No.
going to
I
surprise
actually
a
rate
lot.
him.
Madueke and Roger, you pick who?
Patrick,
What?
I think Oscar Bob is going to surprise a lot of people this season.
Well, surprise us from the bench. What is he going to surprise us from the bench?
Yes.
I am
Trust
nervous
me.
about him for that
For
reason.
being a cheerleader.
Oh, these guys. I thought we were glazing. I thought we were
No. We're just telling you honestly that Oscar Bob, his lightweight.
Oh,
deal,
so
that-
I
Wait,
can't
what
say
you want from
honestly,
the bench?
but I can't say what I want to say, but you guys can say what you want to say, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's how the glazing works.
Trust me. Remember the name,
Martin.
Patrick. Oscar Bob. Remember that guy will surprise everyone this season. That kid is
Be
too
a
good.
cheerleader.
He's too good. Trust me. He's
Do you know?
too
Do you know who's gonna surprise everyone if he gets game time?
Oh,
Kusanov.
yeah.
Generation.
I think so. Yeah, I'll give you
I
that.
can say
Yeah,
Echeverry. I can say the same thing.
yes,
I think
that's true.
Echeverry's going on loan.
Give my guy
That is
Kusanov some
true.
game time, man.
So Kelvin's out.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, Jerry. Next time when we do Glaze in part 2, 50 Shades of Glaze 2, because there's
That's
three
going to be on the
movies
drunk
yesterday.
stream, and that's going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
saucy.
well,
I'm just going to
Oh,
put that
we're
out there.
are we there yet, Patrick? Are we there?
Now we're at 4,428, so we have to. We're getting to 4,500, so we can.
I got.
You
Yeah,
need
I
to pick
got
up
love.
some subscribers.
I
Tell
got
your
Get to
love.
friends.
5K, folks.
You see that? Still got some.
Is that
in the
a
fridge,
40?
so
Is that a
Desperado.
40?
It's a
No?
desperado.
What have you got, Pat?
Desperado.
Oh no! If they, I promise the guys that if it reaches 4,500 subscribers, I'm gonna leave these guys to do a drunk stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
Dr-
Well done. I remember them days. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
This is a couple of weeks ago for you.
Look at this guy. Shots fired. Shots fired.
You're not getting
Well,
it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I'm joking. Before anyone triggers, I'm having a laugh.
No, it's okay.
So
It's
Kelvin's
okay.
drunk on stream. Is Kelvin drunk on stream? Is he drinking right now?
Yeah, he's going to all
Yeah,
the
I'll be on
alcoholics.
camera.
Get
that
Daps
day as well,
on.
so-
We'll get Mateus and his whiskey.
Oh,
we
all
have
the
to schedule on
alcoholics.
a day that I'm not working so that I can
all
actually
the
participate.
local alcoholics to be.
I
there
don't
for the
drink.
local-
I don't drink.
I
But
don't
me
drink
too,
either,
me
but-
too, Martin. I don't drink, but I'll drink.
Martin
You can
said
just
I
come
don't
on
drink.
and laugh
That's
at
so
us.
funny.
How does that sound?
No,
Most
Conway,
people
I'm
say
not drunk. I'm not drunk, honestly, Conway. I'm not
Wait, hang on,
drunk
let
in
Moise
over
speak one
12 months. I'm not drunk in over 12 months.
Wow.
Wow,
Let's
that's
clap.
good.
Part my healthcare.
Oh,
That's
God
good.
of honor.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
On
What
that
I've got
note,
to do
guys,
now, I've now got to turn my drinking into no smoking. Smoking's the next thing.
That's actually big up to you, man. That's actually
That's
actually
good,
to
man.
hear,
That's
man.
good.
God of honor.
But
No, I've not
Yeah,
stopped
honor.
drinking. I don't need to have a drink to socialize. I like to think I'm a social person without a drink.
Yeah,
maybe that's me.
Me too.
you can have fun without drinking. That's very true.
yeah, but
No,
Martin,
but listen, I said I will have a drink at Christmas or on someone's birthday. I'm just not.
Martin,
Well,
are you turning up as well on the show when we're doing it?
Well, he can join me and drink water. I'm gonna be drinking soda water on the day.
Yeah, Martin can
Drink
come on and
water.
laugh at the drunk people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
be
we're
there.
You know
asking
that's
some,
part-
interesting questions.
Do you know that's part of the reason I do it? I go on a night out and laugh at all my friends now while they're all stumbling and fumbling, and I'm like, you
Yeah,
idiot.
that's
Wait
that's
till
what
the
it looks.
morning.
That's what it looks like for me, and I'm the one who drives people home now. So they want me to be driving people home. What I was about to say, big up to Edison for obviously potentially signing the new contract. I'm gonna get this jersey, this pink jersey.
Yeah, big up
Edison,
that shirt, man. That is-
Edison, Diaz, or the next contract, Edison, Diaz, Rodra,
Gundogan.
Oscar, sorry,
Bernardo.
Diaz. No.
John Stones.
Diaz. I'm trying to list it. You're making me lose my train of thought. Diaz, Rico, Edison, Foden, Rodra. They're the next five.
Didn't you say Savio and Yashko before?
Oh, are we giving
Josko,
Foden?
Josko for what? Josko for what?
Martin, are we giving Foden
Why
this
is Josko-
contract?
Wait, can I ask you Kels something? Why is Josko Vadio signing an extension? What do we want that for? What for?
Are we doing what with Foden?
Are we giving him a
Well,
new
because
contract?
he's gonna only.
Well, you
have
got
3
to.
years
He's out of
left,
contract in
so-
2027.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
got 2
I'm
years
just
left.
start being tempted.
Wait.
That
Let me
would be
hear
nice.
Kelsey. Kevin, let me hear Kelsey. Why are we giving Josko a contract?
Because other clubs are gonna come looking for him.
Hey, knock it the fuck off. Hey, carry on.
Someone like Barcelona or Real
Kelsey.
Madrid
You said
and
you're
Bayern
gonna
Munich
come
are
looking
gonna
for him
come
as
looking for Joshko Vardiel. Come on.
Kelsey, your shameless glazing is top
I'll
level.
tell you what I'll do,
He
Kelsey.
was doing more
If Josh-
glazing than I was on him today in the
If
stream.
Josko moves, I'll buy you the shirt the new club he goes to with Guardiola on the back.
No, I don't want. Why would I burn a shirt? Ew, I don't want another club shirt.
Well, how many years has he gone left, Patrick?
Let me see his contract. Let me see his
You
contract.
that because I heard you say it another place. I think it was in a space.
Yeah,
I
I
did
think
hear
his
you
contract
say
You
it.
love
2028.
Guardiola. You are Guardiola FC. You love it.
I don't even have a shirt, so I don't know what you're talking about.
My
He
God,
loves
let's be serious.
Guardiola. Look, you're not denying it, though.
I think he's a good player. I want good players on our team. Okay, that's Glaze. Fine.
Patrick, how many years? Let me know.
Wait, bear with me for
He's
a
not
minute,
going anywhere. Don't worry.
Bear with me for a minute. Oh my God, Kelsey, you're shameless. This guy's
In
contract is
2029.
2028. That's a long
Hey.
time ago, and you're crying
Yeah.
about his contract now.
I think it's like 3 years left on him, right?
I saw that
That's
10 years
crazy,
ago
man.
from Haaland, and I was like, give me
That's
Joshko.
crazy.
Bro, it's looked good.
Say-
I just watched
saying that,
the
Pat,
video on extra,
all
like, the
seriousness.
expansion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis has a contract till 2028.
Ooh.
But
Can
they're
I
giving
ask
him
why
one.
that-
He's getting bigger wages. When you do bigger wages, when you make any change in a contract, it becomes a new contract legally.
All right.
Yeah, Rico's on baby money right now, so he needs to get big money, innit?
So he may not get bigger years. He may just get a bigger wage.
Can I just say something about Lewis? I don't hate Lewis, but I just don't see the point. I don't know. I don't hate on him, but I don't see the point.
Do you know what? I
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
be adverse to. We talked about this last night. Maybe they think to themselves, "What's good for him?" This is just an idea. I've not heard anything. Up his wages and send him on loan for a year. So he's got that security of, we want you because we're going to commit into more wages for you, but you go on loan for a year.
Until we can clear some space for him to play.
That's what I mean. So
assuming
maybe
they
it's
want him to
something
stay
like
in
that. I don't know.
Wait, why would you loan Rico? We never loan Foden out.
Because Foden was way
No,
better.
but that's what I'm saying. But Foden was playing. Saying that took Foden 4 years to actually become a regular. He didn't become a regular till he was 21.
It's been how many years? It's been how many years with Rico with the first team squad now? How many years?
This will be
3
his
years.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next season, you're going to see him get more minutes.
Yeah, so that
Not
that
a
is
lot
actually a
last
good point.
season,
It does take our youngsters a long time to be given permanent minutes in the squad.
I thought he played a lot last season because remember he was taking a lot of pelters from the fans.
I don't
'cause
see
he's
the point.
Not
I don't see the
performing
point
as
in
the
us-
right back because he just wasn't.
I don't see the point in us loaning out Rico Lewis. If you're going to get him to another club, make it permanent. Otherwise, let him stay. And I'm happy he's getting a new contract.
I liked him in the midfield. I think our midfield's really crowded right now.
If you have a midfield of Rodri, not Kovacic, Rodri, Reinders, and Rico Lewis, that's a good midfield for you. And then you have.
I'd be playing Rico over Gundogan and over
Let's
Kovacic,
be
honestly.
serious.
What?
Let's be serious. Let's be serious. No, that's
Come
not.
on, man.
Yeah, let's be serious.
Rico
Stop
Lewis
the
is,
cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Lewis,
Can I just say one
Rico
thing?
Lewis is very good on the ball, though. You all know this.
Pep,
Yeah, remember
sorry,
that
Pep
Forest Cup
Guardiola.
game? He's really good.
Can
in
I
that
just
game.
say, Pep Guardiola doesn't do contracts. Hugo Biana's doing the contracts, not Pep Guardiola. So I don't know why Pep's getting the pelters for the new contracts. Pep doesn't do contracts.
So you're telling me that there's never an influence from the money? They don't go to the
Not
money.
really, not really, because if there was an influence, Patrick, Gundogan wouldn't have gone the first time. If there was an influence, KDB wouldn't have gone.
Is there anybody Pep doesn't want to let go of?
Oh, by the way, he has just news, guys. That Brazilian team is smacking Haaland. By the way,
Someone just said cancel
How
a
many?
stinker in the chat.
Yeah, it's 1-0 so far. So, guys, on that note, guys, the Glaze 50 Shades of Glaze Part 1 is done. There's gonna be 50 Shades of Glaze 1, 2, 3. The other ones will be full of drunkards. So I tell you
Shades
guys,
darker.
there's gonna be games.
As long as you all keep your clothes
50
on, I'm all right
glades,
with it.
50 glades
Yeah.
darker.
Yeah, I
That's
already
going to
told
be
you,
the
Martin.
anti-stream.
Martin, I said
The
I
I don't want to see
Glaze
Conway
breed.
naked.
Yeah, I told him.
What?
Why is that in your mind, Martin?
Nobody's
'Cause
asking for that.
You said 50 Shades. You said 50 Shades.
Yeah,
that was the name of the stream. And we didn't show one shirtless photo of any player this whole stream.
yeah, but Martin is warning
And-
that.
Oh, that's because Kelster's got them all on a phone, screenshots.
Yashko more than I did.
Kelster's got them all on a screenshots on a laptop and phone and everything of them on the beach.
No.
Kelster, you know what, Kelster? You should just accept it. The more you accept it, the better. I just accepted some of the players I glazed.
Same photos. I'm not 14 anymore.
You know what, Kelster? You always find. You know where we catch
Not
you.
got 14
I look at
anymore.
them and I
But-
like them, but I don't
But
save
you
them onto my
definitely
computer.
got value for, right?
Yeah, but
I'm not a little child anymore. Remember back when you used to
Somebody-
post it on your wall and stuff? Come on.
somebody said Kelster.
Dash.
and a
Dash, don't do that. Don't do that.
PDF.
Yeah.
Dash is saving them on her hard drive.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Nah, in all fairness, okay, but Keksa, can I ask one thing though? When did you decide to join to become the president of the Josko Glazing party? When was the first time you said I'm gonna glaze this player?
Oh God. Gotta think back long and hard on this. Probably when I found out we were gonna sign him.
Have you got Croatian in you?
I
Is that
heard
what it is?
rumors in March of 2023. And he
Have
was
you got
he
Croatian
actually
in you? Is
played
that
in the
what it is?
game I went to at the Etihad, but he was playing for
Pat,
Leipzig.
you got
So it
Croatian
wasn't
in
a
it,
very
yeah?
good game for him.
No,
Saw him
aren't
in
you
person
part
and
Swiss?
fell in love.
Aren't you part Swiss?
Yes.
She must be part Croatian.
So why aren't you glazing a Kanja?
Oh
Yes, I
shit,
don't
you're
rate
part
him,
Swiss.
She's got a Ganges jersey.
I
You
do
know
have
that,
a
right?
Kanji Swiss jersey though. The shirt.
Oh,
sorry.
You're part Swiss and
that's
you're doing
cool.
glazing for
I like
Moscow
that.
instead of a kanji. Wow.
I'm mostly German, but there's nobody on Germany to glaze.
Where's the glazing for Gundogan then?
Steve
Where's
Black,
the glazing for
no,
Ilkay?
Steve Black. No, Steve Black, don't. Please don't. Do not put that on screen, Pat.
Dude, Steve Black during this drug stream is gonna be epic, and he's just gonna be ripping everybody. It's gonna be like a Comedy Central roast.
Patrick, how many followers left?
Why? Oh, are you Jesus? You really want that drunk stream, don't you? Oh, wait.
No, I just
Well,
want to
if
say
you guys want the drunk stream, tell your friends. to
Anyway,
subscribe.
I'm going now because this is going left. It's quite left at the moment.
It always goes left quickly, Martin. That's the beauty of this show.
This is
It
going
gets left. That's where it goes left. So we are
Someone said
on
it's a glazed. I can't even say the other word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you mean the comments, Martin? Yeah, the comments are going crazy. People go crazy on the comments,
Yeah, people are
especially
going mad in
Steve
the
Black. Steve Black is the cause of all the chaos all
Steve
the
Black,
time. When he
I'm
comes
telling
on-
you, Steve Black during the drunk stream in the chat is going to be off the chain. It's going to be really
He's-
funny.
he's-
Akanji's what? That's a mad pause. That.
Hey, just by the way, Steve, just while Steve's in the comments, you will enjoy man Pat's new show coming up soon.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the future.
but okay, but wait, Martin, we need to pick a date. We need to pick a date.
I'm waiting for you to pick the date, but don't make sure it's before the 19th of July because I'm going away then.
Yeah. So okay, so there's we are on 4,431. So we are left with 69 subs. That's easy. Trust me. If I push it well, we'll be done by the week. I think it's me who's been a bit lazy pushing it. Oh my god! Oh my Martin! Do you see what I have to work with? Martin, this is Martin. This is why I'm happy for our show, Martin. Our show maybe.
You see what happens, Kelsey? You just can't do that. No.
We got Pep Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Linders. Mwah. I love this game. Let's go. That's a dirty game out there. Let's go. It's a dirty game. Let's go. Bands for bands. We go for bands for bands.
Wins tackles. In front. Wonderful goal. It's a title winner.
Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hit! Oh, that's electrifying!
Hat-trick hunting. Trick getting. Still the appetite is there for more. Oh, it is sensational.